Hello, my name is Jim Conaway. I'm doing this video presentation in partial fulfillment for the course requirement of EDU 528, Financing the High School Activities Athletic Program for William Woods University. I am here this afternoon to recommend the addition of target shooting as an extracurricular activity offering for Ruskin High School. Dr. Dennis Carpenter, Superintendent for the Hickman Mills C1 School District, has asked me to recommend the offering of activities that are affordable, feasible, that will help with the Missouri School Improvement Plan, also known as NSIP, the attendance improvement goals that are a part of that program, and improving the Ruskin High School graduation rate. In the meantime, I've found target shooting to be a program that's a natural. We already have a lot of the components that are in place with our Marine Junior Reserved Officers Training Corps curriculum that is a part of Ruskin High School, and I have found that this activity, unlike many of the sport athletic offerings, is not one that's necessary for the fastest, the tallest, or the strongest athlete. It's an activity that requires patience, determination, organizational skills, mental and physical control, safety awareness, goal setting, problem solving, and at the same time it promotes good citizenship and sportsmanship. Recently, the Missouri State High School Activities Association is considering and in the process of adding a number of activity programs to its offerings umbrella. These range from bass fishing to bowling, speech and debate, music, chess, scholar bowl, the spirit activities that are also known as our sideline cheerleading, and of course target shooting. I have found that not only schools in urban areas, but from as far away throughout the state as Neosho, Poplar Bluff, Richmond, Logan Rogersville, and Willard are all in the process of adding target shooting teams to their extracurricular sports activity offerings. Schools throughout the state work with their JROTC programs, and also in a number of communities, the Future Farmer or FFA and 4-H programs partner to make it possible for schools to offer this extracurricular activity program. In adding target shooting as an activity, we would be able to have access to a number of possible partnerships, and these would range from the National Shooting Sports Foundation, also known as the NSSF, the National Rifle Association, Missouri Youth Sports Association, Missouri Department of Conservation, as well as USA Shooting, which sponsors the Youth Olympic shooting sports programs and Olympic style shooting sports as well. Now, in considering the various aspects that would be needed to implement the program, as far as the equipment, like I said earlier, the JROTC program already has a number of air rifles, 22 rifles that were issued from the United States Marine Corps that are in place. They would not need any equipment and additions. As far as facilities, We already have an indoor shooting range in the basement below the JROTC classroom, and there is also an outdoor range that's located next to the tennis courts of Ruskin High School. As for uniforms, a number of military uniforms are already in place that would be available, so there would be no equipment cost to add uniforms. Travel is an area that would possibly be necessary. Colonel Ivan Glasgow, who's the lead instructor for the JROTC program, said that anywhere from 5 to 10 competitions would satisfy the need of a full schedule. And upon doing the research, and I'm thinking that we would have 5 competitions that we would need travel to. The school district did not use 27 travel round trips that were allotted in the contract with the Apple Bus Company, so travel would be no added cost to the school district. As far as officials for the different competitions, Colonel Glasgow has stated that the military or the Marine Corps would provide all adult officials on a volunteer basis, so this would be no cost to the school district. I would recommend, and the only cost that would be incurred with adding this program would be to have a head and an assistant sponsor of this activity so that all accountability goals could be met. There could be the proper registration of all the participants with the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and I would recommend that we would hire an assistant and head sponsor of this activity, and that this individual or individuals would be paid the same pay scale as our boys and girls golf coaches, since it has the same number of varsity competitors, which would be 5 to complete a full team, and the same number of competitions. I would think that it would be wise for us to follow the district and federal guidelines with having a posted job description and an application and interview process. In a nutshell, I hope that each of you can see that adding a target shooting team as an extracurricular offering here at Ruskin High School and for the Hickman Mills C1 school districts would be minimal at the most, and at the same time would give our young people another viable activity to participate in. In closing, your consideration of this matter would be both valuable and appreciated. Thank you so much, and at this time I'll be glad to entertain any questions.